Sport Shots now catching up with Grendon Rangers manager Steve Jackman after Saturday's defeat at Old Bradwell United. Steve, 0-0 at half-time, 3-0 at full-time. Was it a case of a game of two halves, or did you get what you deserved?
Well, you always get what you deserve in football, but I spoke to the lads about staying in the game. Always stay in the game as long as you possibly can and do what you can to do that. And I think we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot with the first two goals. If you look at both the first two goals especially, I think we've had the ball in their third, and then they've gone and scored from that. And one of the free kicks we gave away it was just a bit of a nothing free kick from our player. Fair play to him, he's tracked back, but he's done the hard work first, and that was a lot of what we're doing. A lot of our play was we're doing the hard graft, and then a bit towards the end weren't doing things right. It's how we normally do it.
Were you happy at half time, getting to the break with 0-0?
Yeah, I mean, we limited them really to shots outside the box, around the box, stuff like that. And I've got 10 players missing today, which is no excuse. Everyone has players missing and that. However, I've got two 16-year-olds. One started, played 75, 80. The other one come on, done great, absolutely brilliant. The pair of them should be really proud of what they've done and how they've gone about their work. So that's where we are as a club.
You come out for the second half and you're a goal down in 2 minutes. Was that kind of a sucker punch?
Massive, and that's what I'm saying about staying in the game, doing the right things. We've got the ball high at the park in their third, and we've then given away a goal. It's just little things, little details in a game that we haven't done today.
How good are Old Bradwell of all the teams that you faced? Yeah,
very good. I mean, we've played them once before Christmas, just now. I thought the first game, I thought if they're handing out 3 points, I thought it was worth a point. I thought today they're just a bit of a class apart, and I think that's the quality in the squads really. They probably had 2 or 3 missing today. They're able to call upon players that have played step 5 football. I myself, I'm calling upon 16-year-olds to come and try and help out and try and do a job. Like I say, all my players can be proud of what they've done and what they've achieved the first half of the season. We now need to kick on and do things right for the second half.
You mentioned the 16-year-olds. You'd have no qualms about calling on them again if you need to?
No, not at all. Professionally, I've been in an environment where it's all like I'm a trained PE teacher, so I know the qualities that you can get with younger players, and I'm always talking to the under-16s managers. They've got a couple, and how they can benefit the club and going forward. And I think a couple of the lads that played today played for Winslow under-18, so I think that helps them coming today. They certainly enjoyed it and worked hard, and we shot arse for them.
You mentioned your squad being decimated today by 10 players missing. Are they long-term absentees?
Matt Ginger's the only one that's long-term. He's broken his leg, so I think he's out for about 8 or 9 months. But the others should be back for next week, I'm hoping, touch wood.
And your results over Christmas, you got to be generally happy?
Ecstatic. I mean, if someone said to me, you go to Pitstone, do the treble over them, I think the club would be really happy with that. You always set your sights early on the season, not for one team not to do a double over you, and Bradwell have done that. Old Bradwell have done that today. Like I say, they showed their quality, showed their class. I think they've had the manager's been here quite a number of seasons and everything. So and it shows on the pitch, the way they play, the way they go about their business, and fair play and good luck to them really. But we now go into the second half of the season. Okay, we still have got to play MK Galactico for the first time, but hopefully we can repeat it really.
Just let this tractor go past.
Can't
You look, you look at the league table now. You're clear of the bottom 2 places. Are you happy with where you are in the league? Is that does that reflect your season?
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, when you look at our results, we've beaten Mersley, we've done the treble over Pitstone, we let ourselves down massively against Aston Clinton, and they're all up there, all fighting really well. And fair play to them, that's what they do, that's their club. But, you know, we've been 2-0 up in one game, lost 3-2. That team were below us in the league. We've lost 2-0 at one club in Luton, and I thought we let ourselves down there, and that blows in the league as well. So it's just those little learning curves that the players have got to take on and remember their responsibilities and how they do things, or how they should do things anyway.
And over your career in general in football, have you learnt more as a player, or have you learnt more as a manager now?
Blimey. I've only been a manager really, like for a fraction of time. It's so difficult. It's so different as well, because I'm not used to this level of football either as a player or as a manager, and that's no disrespect on anyone or the situation. The situation is what it is, and every day is a learning day, isn't it? You know.
Are you enjoying it?
It's okay. It's alright, you know. You take the rough with the smooth, you know. But there's some really good people at this level, and you know, the management team here at Old Bradwell, they're a good set of guys, and you know, I've had a really good few conversations with quite a few managers and everything, and you know, they're all you know, in it to win it, shall we say. It's
a competitive division, isn't it?
Oh, I think so, yes. I think the nature of it, with only having 15 teams, yeah, so 28 games, that's all you've got. So you know, when you're going Saturday to Saturday, you've got to go for it, really. You know,
you don't get to play every week as well. That doesn't help, does it?
No, but it's the same for everyone, same for all the teams. You just go week by week and see what turns up and see what happens.
So come May, you're in the top half of the table. Would that be enough?
More than enough. I think the committee here at the club, I think they'd be happy. I think we've actually done it last week. You have to reapply or something for this league. I know you have to get a certain amount of points.
Right.
And I think as a team, I think we've already achieved that. I think. Don't quote me, please don't quote me.
If you finish in the top half of the table, you finish top 8. Does that sound better?
A lot better. You know, I think the club would be, if you stop the league now, I think they'd be ecstatic. I think if we cemented 9th and better, that's single figures, I think the club and the team would be really proud and really happy of that. But they always know they can do more, which is the important thing. And
what's your plans this week, ahead of next weekend? Back in for training?
Oh yeah, the lads will be training on Wednesday night, that's for sure. We need more bodies at training.
Anyone lined up?
We're always looking. So the one thing is, I could bring in like players quite easily, but it's knowing the level, it's knowing and understanding the village, everything that happens.
Yeah. Well, commiserations on today, and thank you very much for your time.
It's quite alright, thank you.